you can just keep throwing it out there, and maybe it'll do something. Finally, that attack group able to get back out here, but all of those probes have been taken out at this stage. Much, you can see it on his face, just kind of shaking his head a little bit like crap. He doesn't have anything really to deal with Baby at this stage. He's down on bases. His economy's been kind of raked over, and Baby, honestly, I think he's going to be maxed out in a second. If he felt like doing contain, he could do it. If he just keeps throwing those vultures out, he can do that. Maybe a really good recall on the back of Baby's base, and Much could get back in this, but they would have to, with those turrets and everything along the line, even with those attack units, it'd be difficult. And it looks like Much hasn't kept up with upgrades either. I don't see any armor upgrades at this stage. It looks like Baby's setting up to start pushing out. He's got that he's got that science, the science vessel alongside, pushing up. He's spotting the troops, falling back. He's going to siege in this position, create a little bit of a barrier. Much is just going to have to hold here. So maybe what Much can do at this stage is just try to play map control and hope that Baby doesn't come at him. EMP right there. I think it missed that Arbiter though, so I still think there's a good stasis in there. A couple Templar getting picked off, able to sidestorm a little bit, but yeah, going up to that northward position, so many mines in position to take care of these Dragoons, take care of that Arbiter. Looks like some turrets in position from static defense, and another counterattack going in at the natural secondary of Much's base, which we're not you can see on the mini-map, but we're not seeing on screen. Much trying to push in, but he's going to lose a secondary in the meantime, so he's got to do more damage than the Baby's going to do to him, which means he needs to take this base out, and with all those mines down, with those tanks in position, he's not going to be able to do it, and he realizes it's just a death trap there, and those vultures just raking over his natural secondary. Once again, just, wow, going in there and wreaking havoc. The tank, that poor lone tank, going to get wiped out. So mine's established there in that secondary. We'll see if we can, maybe there's a stasis, but wow, EMP on top of everything else is just going to make it really hard, especially with the low upgrades. It looks like level 2 weapons, but no armor upgrades. It's going to make it very, very difficult against the superior upgrades of Baby here. Oh, mine right there, taking out 2 Dragoons. More vultures turning to stream costs, this time to the 6 o'clock position. Here comes a recall, and honestly, if this, it looks like a cannon going to deter those, all of those vultures actually. But unless I think those 2 arbiters were going for recall. Unless this recall does a significant amount of damage, and the EMP right there taking out all the mana and all the shields. So that's going to be it for that. Baby now pushing down with the attack force he's got. He's going to be able to siege up right on that 6 o'clock, and Much isn't even going to be able to push against this. So he's probably going to do a suicide counterattack against Baby's main. And again, mines in position to greet him, and siege tanks there as well, so Much is going to have to GG here in a moment. Baby just playing the map, I would say, and playing really well, and Much not doing, I felt like this was Much would have to work to win this match, and he didn't. He just kind of let things through, had a couple of micro errors, and then it just didn't feel like he had a solid plan. It just felt like he was a little bit off throughout this game, and I hope this does not kind of bode for his play in this season of the MSL and the OSL. He's still got a shot against Baby. He's got to win 2 in a row though, but ultimately Baby just showing up good stuff. I mean, Much, he can't win games in straight up macro, not against pro gamers, I would say, at this stage. I think you can pull that at other levels, but not unless you're UV, and I feel like those days are a little bit gone. People have practiced against that so well. Vultures now inside Much's main, an Arbiter above just trying to stem the flow, not able to. Much desperately trying to do whatever he can. SCV's off the line, killing a Dragoon, and there's GG for Much. So Baby taking game 1, I would say, in a very convincing manner. Much losing game 1. Playing somewhat lackluster. I'm not picking very good games lately. Can't get the headphones off his head. Gonna move on to game 2. Thank you guys for listening.